So, the biggest problem I see a lot of women make when it comes to healing their relationships and repairing their self esteem is they try to fix all these things in silos. So they know, okay, I have a trouble opening up and sharing my emotions. I have trouble trusting people. I have trouble picking people. And they think all of these problems are individual and not interconnected. And so they try to work on one. So if I'm trying to work on sharing my emotions more, I just make a promise to myself that I'm going to open up or read all these books about emotions. I have a plan that when there's someone in front of me and I have a feeling that I'm going to share it with them, and then when I get the opportunity, I freeze up. I freeze up, or I back down for what I was going to say, or I hold it in until it explodes out of me and it doesn't come out the way that I want. And then now I feel guilty or bad, or I don't feel guilty and bad, and the other person's mad at me. And it's like, what's the point? And the same thing, if I have trouble trusting people, I say that I'm just going to start giving people a chance, but all I see are wolves and lions and predators everywhere around, and I don't see anyone worthy of giving a chance to. And then I say, okay, I'm just going to learn how to pick better people in general. And so I make a list of what I think is healthy, and I'm just going to go and pick those people. But somehow, some way, I still, in a room of 100 people, keep getting around the same type of people that I don't want. And I can have these issues and different issues with my self-esteem, issues with how I relate to people, issues with how stress is showing up in my body. And I just think, okay, I have a big list of things I need to work on, and it can feel overwhelming, and it can feel really frustrating when you're trying your best and you're not making progress. And so that is why I talk so much about the interconnection of love addiction and how it involves all this stuff. It involves our relationship with ourselves and how we feel about ourselves and how we see ourselves. And it involves our relationships with other people, how we see other people, the access we give them to us, the access to trust, the access of what we feel like we're worthy of. I think that is the biggest roadblock that women have, is not hitting all of these things all at once. But once you do that, then real progress is available. And what does progress look like? Progress looks like being able to sleep at night, being able to, for those of us who carry stress in our bodies and we're not able to sleep, it means being able to be around relationships that actually love us and adore us and treat us like queens. It's about being able to learn how to receive that as well. And for that fear, for that thought to not be scary to us. It means all the ways that our abandonment wounds and our rejection wounds get in the way and sometimes sabotage us, that's clear. And that we start to lead with more feelings and thoughts of abundance, of prosperity. It means that love and romance becomes our norm, and it's how we operate in the world and it's how we see the world. And this is the progress that I help my clients in my Love Addiction Recovery School make in under 6 months. Some of you know I'm a therapist by trade. I saw women every week for years for love addiction, for love avoidance. But it took up to 2 years for some of them to make the progress that the women in my program make with under a few months. And that's the beauty of coaching. The beauty of coaching is you give smart women access to a plan, to tools, to support, to community, and they are going to make a change. I think that this is a better method, not I think, I know it is a better method for helping women heal their intimacy disorders to get the love that they want. And so we are now enrolling. There are extended payment plans for those of all budget types. If you've checked it out before, go ahead and check it out again. And then there are also bonuses for those who may be able to pay in full or do the 2-month payment plan. You get extra one-on-ones with me. And then also you have the ability to have different tracks within the school as well, focusing on dating or focusing on your self-love, focusing on your ability to pour into yourself, focusing on no contact for toxic people. But at its core, every single woman who joins the program gets full access to not only the ability to heal herself and to heal her relationship with herself, but also heal her relationships with others and break out of cycles that have kept her stuck for decades, in spite of all the books she's read, the podcasts she's read, the therapy she's gone to with great clinicians who know what they are doing. But when it comes to love addiction, when it comes to love avoidance, it's evasive, it's tricky, and the patterns are still repeating. So you can learn more by going to therecoveryschool.com or clicking the link in my bio, and you can get started today, read all about it, and you could be in a completely different place this time next year, or actually rather this time, well, not even this time, 4 months from now. So, and I want that for you. I want you to have access to the life that you've been working so hard to get. So I will see you there.